Welcome to Featured Creatures.
I'm Alan.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Garrett. I was really expecting you to use your online name.
No, my online name is more all-encompassing than the focus, I think, of this episode.
I mean...
Wow.
How?
Don't reduce him to a
Let's feature
segment.
this creature. Let's feature this creature, and you'll understand better what I mean.
No, we got some shit to do first.
Okay, well let's do that then.
So, this is our first October episode of this year, and we do horror movie monsters in October. Or just regular movie monsters, because only the first Godzilla movie is really a horror movie.
I guess that's true. I was gonna say, what's a movie that has monsters in it that's not a horror movie, but
Every Nightmare on Elm Street past the first one. And not New Nightmare.
Well, I don't know. I would say past the first three. So 4,
Dream
5,
Warriors
and 6.
is not really a horror movie.
Dream Wars. I mean, it's a horror movie, but because it's I always think of have you ever seen The Ghost in the Darkness?
No.
It's a great movie. You should check it out.
All right.
It's actually really cool. But it's a horror movie about the British trying to build a railroad in Africa and killer lions.
Oh, yes, I have seen that.
And it's definitely a horror movie, but
Yeah.
it's not really a horror movie. It's more like a historical drama. So I don't know.
I agree.
I think Dream Warriors,
Dream Warriors is more of a
thing.
historical drama.
It's definitely a horror movie, but it's also more of a historical drama.
It's also an extended Dokken video.
That too. Definitely that. Cartoons
Sorry,
were made to
Beyonce.
sell toys.
They pioneered it.
Yep.
The
album.
there is a
video.
scene in Dream Warriors that actually makes me uncomfortable.
Really, which one is that?
The one with Taryn's
Yeah, honestly, same.
puckering
Same.
track marks.
Yep. Genuinely upsetting.
It's just that's a terrible good visual.
Yep.
So we answer questions during October.
Spook.
We answer
hold on. I
questions
was gonna say,
whenever,
we answer questions whenever.
but we actually get them during October.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are they spookier or ookier?
Is this question a trick or a treat? Oh.
I mean, I really like this question.
Okay.
It's from
So it's a treat.
it's from our friends at Grand Rapidians playing video games.
Oh, okay.
Or play video games. It's a very good question. I'm very excited for your reaction.
Oh my god. Okay. I hope it's not underwhelming.
Isn't it about time we got a Critters versus Tremors movie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, obviously, yes. Would they? But how would that even work? Would they be? Would it be a true Critters versus Tremors? Would they be fighting each other?
I mean, the Krites, they'll fight anything.
We find out the Graboids are also from space.
No, it's the Krites and the Shriekers fighting for food.
Okay. All right.
Because they both are insatiable monsters.
So in the future, these two alien species have decimated the population. of the-
Nothing is more Earthling than the Graboids. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. All right. The Graboids.
And then the Ass Blasters show up.
Everything changed.
When the Ass Blasters showed up.
Everything changed when they made a Tremors TV show.
I used to
Not
have
the
a
biggest fan.
sweater from the production of the Tremors TV show.
Nice. That's pretty fun.
And there's a line I always remember from that show, and I don't know why. It just stuck with me. There are no right angles in nature.
Okay. I don't think that's true, but
I mean, I also don't think it's true, but
I'm positive that's not true, but okay.
because they're tracking the albino Grabloid,
Oh.
and on the little boop, boop, Bert sees it make a right angle turn, and is like, that means there's something there, because there's no right angles in nature.
Okay. I like the idea that the Graboid couldn't make a right turn
Without something
without there
blocking.
being a perfect 90-degree object obscuring.
And even
its
then, a creature wouldn't have made an exact perfect right angle.
maybe it's a really good, a smart, self-aware, nature doc kind of comment that is this really a reasonable comment to make? But yes, short answer, this movie should happen. It'd be fun. I still need to watch the Critters
The new binge?
shorts. Yeah, I need to watch them.
It's weird, man.
I know, but I have to experience it to be able to really
Yeah.
judge it. I mean, I really liked Critters 3 with the young Leo DiCaprio.
Man.
But, you know.
Man. It gets weird. New binge gets weird.
I mean, Critters 1 is weird. But I guess weirder than that. Didn't you say Brad Dourif? No, it's not Brad Dourif. It's
Gilbert Gottfried's
Gilbert
in it.
Gottfried that's in it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you know they mean business. I like
Annie.
What if it was Gilbert Gottfried as the voice of all of the critters?
Oh,
but
those
not
Krites.
but not in English, like in their language.
Yeah,
doing
That
all
would
the,
be
like,
so good.
See,
Like
we're
all
not
they,
even
like,
ready
they-
for that one.
I mean, well, that's always that's something that I've always
Well,
wanted is like movies just not in English. Movies not in like any real language. Just all of it is mumbling with subtitles.
Weren't they going to do that for Original Dark Crystal?
That is something they wanted to do, and there's actually some deleted scenes with it on one of the DVD releases. But test audiences are like,
I don't got a DVD.
"You guys watching this weird movie about puppets in the future, maybe?" And I can't handle subtitles. Also, some kind of weird foreign movie. Like, I don't know. You couldn't. People, apparently test audiences didn't go for it.
Before we get started, I'm back from the wasteland.
Yes.
I was in Yucca Man country and Thunderbird country.
Did you see either of them?
I did not. But
That's
I did
remarkable.
see a bunch of weird motherfuckers.
Really? Wow.
I went up onto this rocky ridge in the middle of the desert and just saw a man wandering far away from the event.
Like he took like a perfect right angle from
He did make a perfect fucking right angle left turn to go to the event.
Whoa.
Meth
So I think
is
he
not
just-
from nature, Garrett.
Meth is exactly from nature. You haven't found a meth bush?
No.
It's
It's got little baggies growing on it.
I like to imagine meth as a tuber. Like it grows under the ground and you like shatter it. It's like just a glassy, porous. It's like pumice, but organic. Right? That's how it works.
Meth pomegranate.
Oof. Well, that's
Those
even
little-
worse.
Little shards in there. Yeah, that's my tobacco ripoff. I'm planning that right now.
Tobacco.
It's a pometh granite. Wow.
Let's get to today's featured creature.
The idea is all yours, audience. Make millions. Breaking Bad's back. People will love it.
Today's featured creature is Imhotep.
I like the pre-scream, the warning that it's going to be scary.
It's because I lost my place on my phone.
Okay.
No, that scream was from the 30s. It just took a
There
really
is
long
a
time to get
really-
to us.
Really weird laugh in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the very beginning of the movie. It's when Imhotep just gets up and walks out of the fucking sarcophagus, and there's that young dude in the fucking like seeing the bandage trail out the door, and he's like, ha, ha, ha,
Oh, Proto Benny.
ha, 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 ha. It's weird, man.
It's a weird
It's like a
stutter leap.
terrified, scared laugh because he's like, "That's not real. That's not real."
doing his best Renfield.
I'll try my hardest to find an audio clip of it, but I watched it on fucking Twitch, so
You can't rat on the streamer though, Garrett. Don't that way because we don't want to get it taken down.
aren't all of the Universal movies in
Public domain? I don't think so. Maybe.
how long does
But I
it
don't think
take?
so.
Because I know there's some that are from
Well,
age.
Like I think they can renew it if they like re-release it. I think,
Mm.
and like I think you can apply for like I guess it'd be an extension
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
because that's why like Fantasia's not in public domain. As much as I wish.
So, Imhotep from the 1932 Mummy movie. Not to be confused with Imhotep from the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie.
The much better Imhotep.
I mean, okay. Okay.
Well, from what I understand, he's already very right.
It's insane. He's not that powerful in this one.
Yeah,
He's
no.
got like some low... It's insane.
I think the most powerful mummy from the original Universal movies, it's not Imhotep and it's not even like Karis. It's like the random priest guy from
Yeah.
like the last one, the one that's set in the American South. Like that's the most powerful mummy I think they have, and it's because he's like literally indestructible or something. I don't know.
But it's just crazy from like this to from how he is to the remake, his power buff, like Jesus Christ.
Imagine being like an old person. Like you were a kid when you saw the mummy and then you see this and you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, he's looking for his girlfriend. He's a sad boy. Okay. And then he's just like, and they're like, oh, okay, no, he's actually a threat.
I had a thought when watching it at like when he's showing her his past and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so Imhotep didn't do anything wrong. Like, and then he's like, I'm gonna kill your shell. And I'm like, oh, nope. Yeah, there it goes.
Well, all right. Yep, he took it too far.
Yep. He was just kind of chill before, and then he took it just a little bit too far. A lot bit too far. When he had Bast through a cat kill a dog.
This has got a bit of the Iraqi blood in him, you're saying.
So, his other names. Arden Bey. Or Death Bey. And then the Mummy.
Simply the Mummy.
He is the high priest of the pharaoh, formerly, and is a sorcerer.
Now deceased.
Receased?
Receased.
It says his powers...
What? It's Halloween time. Have you never seen that?
No.
I'm so sorry. Brief tangent. There's a sick animation like short about like two kids trick or treating, and it like their grandpa is just like asking about candy, and he's like, "You got any Snickers? What about a Reese's? How about a Butterfinger?" He's like asking for candies in a very, very funny way. And
got it.
I almost daily I quote this one bit. Literally anytime someone says marine biologist, marine biologist. Hoorah.
How often are you hearing the phrase marine biologist?
Surprisingly often.
No, it happens.
Like either that or a very common candy name. Like one of those.
I got Three Musketeers.
Tragically, no. Do those even still exist?
Yeah.
And I know they made like a dark chocolate.
They made a mint one that's real good.
Interesting. So back to the Mummy.
So his powers and skills. Egyptian occult arts. Water divination. Necromancy. What the fuck is that?
Necromancy?
No.
I believe it's the art of communicating with the dead.
Oh, multilingualism.
Wow. I feel like they're really trying to pad...
I don't know, man.
Imhotep's resume
this
here.
ancient mummy speaks perfect English.
That is true. Like inexplicably.
He's just talking
perfect
to a
English.
dead guy. It's cheating.
I also like how his disguise is just like some clothes. His face is still desiccated as fuck.
He's still a
and these
leather
fucking
man.
genius scientists can't tell that this guy who just gave him some like old artifacts is a fucking mummy wearing a fucking robe.
You know that like when they were producing this movie that people were bringing up these questions. They're like, no, it's fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. It'll be fine.
Is it all right for Boris Karloff to play an Egyptian?
Well, he's an ancient Egyptian. They're a different group of people. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Man, he was really fucking good in it though.
Boris Karloff playing an ancient alien.
Here's his goals. You know, I'm going to read his goals, his crime, and his type of villain.
Wow, okay. I'm interested in this format.
Revive his lost lover, Ankh S. N. Aman.
Okay. Is it literally written like that?
Yeah, Ankh
like
hyphen
capital A and okay. I was
hyphen
like,
ES.
I was thinking Ankh space capital S period.
No, it's Ankh hyphen ES hyphen EN hyphen Aman.
Good God.
His crimes? Murder.
He killed like one person?
Yeah, he made that guy that was trying to burn the scroll of Thoth.
Okay.
I just had to stop myself real hard from chanting Thoth.
Because you're going to chant that, then you got to chant Deep Ground.
And then I got to chant Rose Boys.
Oh, man. The damage that's been done.
And here, his type of villain? In love mummy.
Oh, I thought it was Dracula.
I mean,
right, like in love metahuman.
The movie the Mummy movie and Dracula are the exact same story.
Yeah, like beat for beat.
He has different like methods, but it's the exact same story.
Like ancient entity shows up, wows a bunch of like a crowd of guys.
Shows up all
basically.
weird and gross, and then shows up in like modern clothes, all cool, helps some people out,
Gets
and then
progressively more handsome.
finds the chick he's into, like brainwashes, mind controls her too,
As you do, right? Because that's, I mean, everybody knows
and then
the
he
way
gets
to a
killed by
woman's
some
heart.
old doctors.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, that's basically the plot for Creature from Black Lagoon too. Yeah.
Nah. Because
Well,
he can't.
I mean,
He doesn't
okay.
show. I mean, in the
I mean,
other movie, he
mine
shows
is-
up in modern clothes. But
Good God. It's definitely in poor taste. It's so funny too, because all the posters for that Creature Lives Among Us like definitely look like he's supposed to be black. So it's just kind of funny. But like, I would argue that Creature follows the formula, just minus the cool clothes. That's it, honestly.
I mean, he doesn't like brainwash anybody.
Well, I mean, you could say the scientists are sort of, seduced by their own hubris. The prospect of being on the real cutting edge of science. They found the ichthyosapien, right? And I mean, who's to say? Maybe it was the creature what lured them there.
Perhaps. So here is Imhotep's history.
Is he a Russian mummy?
I wish.
Is he?
What was Boris Karloff? He's like Hungarian, right?
No, I think it's Bela Lugosi that was Hungarian.
Yes. of
So
course.
Imhotep was a high priest during the reign of Pharaoh Amenhotep. He fell in love with Princess. I don't want to read SN Amon anymore.
I remember in the Brendan Fraser movie, they say a Noxuna Moon. It might be a Briario Spoliero situation where they were
Yeah.
just way wrong originally and slightly better later.
Yeah. Who was a priestess of the goddess Isis, but she grew ill and died. Distraught, Imhotep stole the scroll of Thoth from its hiding place in the temple of Isis and brought it to the priestess's tomb in an attempt to resurrect her. I love the scenes in the movie for this because like when he's caught by guards, they just show up and he just like casually stands up and goes with them. There's no like
He doesn't
forced
fight. He's just
struggle.
like, well, all
And then
right.
like they're in the room with like the pharaoh, and he's like, "I'm gonna get you to death," and he's like, just turns around and like the guards, walks ahead of the guards, and the guards seem like they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, we're supposed to go with them."
They're like ancient Egyptian Laurel and Hardy.
Pretty much.
Good times.
He was sentenced to be buried alive, and the scroll to be buried with him, so no crime like this could ever occur in ancient Egypt again.
Why? Like, you have actual magic, presumably. Even if it wasn't, you believe it's actual magic. You're going to bury this man alive with a tremendously powerful magical artifact.
That scene of them bandaging his head, like mummifying him,
Yeah.
takes fucking forever.
Oh, yeah. It's like an extended version of the Wolfman transformation sequence.
It's like a whole goddamn minute in this fucking hour and 13-minute long movie.
I mean, if I remember correctly,
So
wasn't...
it's a whole funny game situation.
Good God. If I remember correctly, wasn't The Mummy the last of the Universal movies, like the original batch they made?
I don't know, because
I remember it being really
Dracula
late.
came out 1 year before it.
Oh, really? Wow. Was
Yeah.
Frankenstein the first one?
I'm not
Or
sure.
was it... No, I think it was Dracula.
I'm not sure.
Huh.
But I don't think it was the last one. I think Wolfman came out after Mummy.
Interesting. Okay.
I think. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I remember watching the movie when I was young, getting the feeling that it was like a lot of bits and pieces from other movies kind of amalgamated. That it used a lot of like kind of the same visual themes.
Mm-hmm.
Shot very similar, I guess.
So his ass is buried alive. And he was uncovered in 1921. And then he just walks right out of that fucking coffin.
And take the lid off and he's just like, bye.
Like the sarcophagus is open. Some guy's expecting pottery and other guy's expecting the mummy. And then he just gets up and walks away when they're all out of the room, except for the guy who laughed weird.
So he's just like,
And
I
then-
did my time.
Flash forward, 1932. He's wearing just some fucking regular ass clothes.
Just a suit and a fez.
He gives them he tells them where his love is buried, and then has them uncover her, and then It's like, hey, give me that scroll back. I need it. And they're like, no, we're going to burn it. He uses his weird Egyptian powers to kill the guy, give him a heart attack.
Imagine if like Imhotep was just like, it's been a long time. I went crazy, went uncrazy, from being buried in dirt. I know where all this cool stuff's at. So like, I'm just going to live a good life now that I'm functionally immortal. And I know where presumably millions of dollars worth of, Egyptian artifacts are. Why don't you just like retire to, Southern California and live a good life?
The weird occult, because one of the doctors calls his occultist friend, Dr. Mueller.
Dr. Mueller.
For something taking place in 1932, having a German occultist is...
Makes sense. I mean, it's historically accurate.
It is. Predicts the future.
All the what did they call that? It was the Cairo Waffen, right? The branch of the SS. They're mummy soldiers.
Yeah. There's not much left to talk about with Imhotep. He just mind controls the lady a couple times, shows her his history, which we kind of already covered. People watch her, and then they're like, we can't fucking find him, so we're just going to let you go to him, and we'll follow you.
We're going to use you as bait, Daphne.
Yeah. And then even with all of her memories back, she's like, fuck you, I want to live, even in this new world. I don't want to die.
Nice.
She's like, I am a priestess of Isis. I don't belong in this temple to Anubis. I don't belong where dirty things are.
Nice.
Rejected.
So that means Imhotep's the original incel.
No, I think Imhotep fucks.
It was just, this was the one misplaced. She was the one that got away. It's like, I could have had anybody, but I wanted you.
She fucking gets on her knees and prays to Isis.
Uh-huh.
And then a goddamn statue, like it's the statue of Isis, raises its hand and shoots Imhotep with lightning.
I do not remember that. I don't remember that. Whoa.
And Imhotep dies.
Wow.
Re-dies.
Okay, so in the Hammer horror movie, Dracula gets killed by lightning. Mm-hmm. And now Imhotep gets killed. Well, I guess I shouldn't say "and now" because the order is.
It says statue raises his hand and struck Imhotep with divine lightning.
It beamed at him,
and it also hits the scroll of Thoth.
Wow. Okay,
Thoth,
just 2
Thoth,
for 1,
Thoth,
just
Thoth,
quick, just got to make sure we're gonna 2 for 1.
And then Imhotep was disintegrated.
Wow.
And the scroll burned away.
Yeah, at least Universal knew. They were like, there's no way we can bring him back. He's gone. New mummy.
Yeah, they brought back Karras in the second one.
Well, yeah, because he's a different guy. But he's like not actually the villain, though. He's like a sympathetic guy. It's interesting because like in character, I think he's more what they based like Imhotep's backstory. Well, like his motivation, kind of, I get. Because like in the remake, the origin is very much the same. We're like, oh, I want to bang at an Oxuna and then like we both die, but like it's okay because I'm super cool. I'll resurrect her in the future.
I like this section for powers and abilities.
Uh-huh.
As a mortal, Imhotep demonstrated great mystical powers as the pharaoh's high priest. Although his powers pale in comparison to his 1999 film counterpart, he is still a formidable adversary through his charisma and deception.
When are we going to get Crisis on Infinite Mummies? Where he just like shows up and they're just like, they only make fun of this Imhotep for being really underpowered.
And then his other powers, he has immortality, result of being mummified alive and later accidentally revived by the skull of Thoth.
Wait, so they have Thoth's skull as well?
Scroll.
Oh, okay. I was excited. They had like a giant ibis head.
He has
really
self-sustenance.
He eats himself?
He has no need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Or breathe. That's actually super important.
Necrokinesis.
Like just dead material.
He is able to resurrect the dead. He attempted to use it to revive. He can control the dead.
Okay. That's useful.
He's got hypnosis and heart stopping.
He's hypnosis, not square-nosis. He's a cool guy. All you hep cats out there.
Well, just designing fancy Prague album art. We got that one too. I'll just throw all the hypnosis in. Black Sabbath, robot peeing in another robot's mouth.
Flaming Gnosis, I think, is the other one. Anyway.
The Scroll of Thoth had to remain intact or he would die. That was his weakness.
Oh, it was his phylactery.
Yeah.
Okay. Imhotep the Dry Lich.
Here is some trivia.
Ooh, okay.
He was loosely inspired by an Egyptian polymath with the same name.
Oh.
Imhotep is the title of a video game. Okay. All right. Doesn't know.
About?
Imhotep was featured in the British comedy television series Look Around You. He is depicted as an invisible Maui, the head.
Really? Oh, that's fun.
That's weird. In the 2010 Marvel comic series S.H.I.E.L.D., Imhotep was the name of a man who formed the very first shield. Okay.
Huh. So it was Ancient Aliens.
So if I get this block a thing, I can block things.
I really don't consider this one a bit of trivia. Imhotep, or for the most part, Imhotep is the big bad of the Mummy franchise.
Wow, who would have thought?
Right? Fun.
Huh.
Imhotep appears as a secondary antagonist of Monster Family?
Not familiar with that.
Me neither. All right, well, that's it for Imhotep.
Wow.
1932 Imhotep.
Okay.
What about Bubba Hotep? I never saw that.
That's
You've
a fun
never
movie.
seen Bubba Hotep?
That is a fun movie.
Oh my god. Okay.
Are they related? Does he become Elvis?
Yeah, I think if I had to guess, I would say the mummy in Bubba Hotep is Imhotep.
Okay.
Gotta be.
So this is definitely like if he had done the smart thing and like used his powers for...
Do you know what Bubba
Not
Hotep's
time.
about at all?
No. Isn't it like the retirement home where the guy thinks he's Elvis?
Yes.
He is Elvis.
He is Elvis.
He realized that his lifestyle was unsustainable, so he found the best Elvis impersonator, a guy named Sebastian Haff, and was like, "Yeah, I'll trade places with you. Like you people believe you're me. You can be me. Go ahead. I'll take your life. You take mine. I've had enough. I want to go back to just being a regular person."
Prince and the Pauper situation.
Essentially, yes. And then
King and the imposter situation.
But I don't remember what the actor's name is, but the black guy that thinks he's Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like
that was the trailer.
they switched his brain.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Or they took out his brain, they filled his head with sand, I think is what he says. What he said they did. It's like, you think I'm black? They dyed me this color. It's like there for his own protection by the CIA. It's actually really funny. And for some reason, there's a mummy there, and they fight him. But there's like really interesting existential dialogue. There's like this thing in like the very beginning of the movie where Bruce Campbell as Elvis is talking about how like the guy that lived in like the bed next to him has died, and his granddaughter is there like basically picking up his stuff, and she's wearing this really short skirt and keeps like basically bending over in front of him, but it's like she doesn't care because like he's like an old man, like he's not even really a human at this point. That it's like she wouldn't care if like a house cat saw her underwear. So like, why would she care if he did?
He's like a dog to her.
Essentially, yes. Essentially, it's a very Pillarmen situation. She just doesn't care.
Just had to bring you back to that.
Can't go an episode without JoJo.
I thought we did already. Oh, okay. Well, then let's.
I referenced a Rocky because he talked about a cat killing a dog.
Yeah.
So. Very reversal of nature there.
No, because the last episode you
Yeah, I know you did that, and I did it really bad on purpose. And you dubbed it. I hope maybe
I
not.
did. I dubbed
hope you
it.
didn't, and then I hope you did.
I dubbed it, but I put your on our Discord. I think.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, we can add that to
because it was
to the
Maha's
sample
birthday,
pack.
so I gave it to him for his birthday. I put Alan going Ree.
I don't care anywhere. Man.
Yeah, that's it for this mummy. I'm sure we'll do another mummy in the future.
It's kind of a shame. Yeah, I really wish Universal would have done a better job rebooting the Mummy again. I thought for sure. I haven't even watched it because like I heard it was just super terrible.
Okay.
Well, you said that there's actually somehow a good game.
Well, that's going to be my recommendation.
Yeah. Mummy
okay,
for sure.
The Mummy, what's the movie called? I think it's just The Mummy, right?
Yeah.
It's bad, but it's kind of fucking fun.
I thought it was going to be like...
It's not great. It's a fun watch.
I thought it was going to be ancient
Especially
aliens. I
with,
was like, what if ancient Egyptians were aliens and like that's what the mummy is? It's like a mummified alien human hybrid. Like that would have been cool, right? But it's like not that, I guess. So
I have to see if I'm thinking of the right actor. I 100% am.
Cruise?
Yeah. But that's not who I give a shit about.
Russell Crowe
It's Russell Crowe because Russell Crowe plays Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
in that movie.
the leader of what's that organization called?
Darkness.
No, there's
it's not that.
There's an organization that keeps monsters in check.
It's called the Brotherhood of the Midnight Sun. No, it's probably not also that.
No, it's got a dumb name.
Okay, what if it were Lords of the Evening?
The Midnight Suns.
I'm gonna keep coming up with these really
Until
stupid
I fucking
names.
click on something.
What if it were the like Vertex Empire? I don't know. I'm gonna keep cramming together. Hold on. It's the secret society of the Equinox.
Oh yeah, it's a dumb name. Prodigium.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's like a made up name. Okay.
Yeah,
But he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
yeah, he goes crazy in a scene
Oh, weird.
because they're using Tom Cruise dies and gets mummy power. Or no, he gets mummy powers, then he can see the dead.
You die and you get mummy powers?
It's weird.
Can I get mummy powers?
Yeah, let's all try this. Let's have a mummy pact and
You have to be fucking like.
Write in and tell us about your mummy powers. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Curse.
I'm King Carl. Check it out.
Curse.
No.
Lobster.
Maine. Yeah, no, that's it.
What was his? Did he? You want
Action, Hank.
Yeah. Action, huh?
Sound off like you got a pair. Action, Hank.
I think it's Frank. Because Hank is
That's
the
right.
one
Yeah,
in-
you're right. From Dexter.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is Action Frank. No, it's Cartoon Network cross promotion. They're fine with it.
Yeah. Can Imhotep fight a hippo? Can it kill a hippo?
Probably not.
Which one?
Honestly,
Scarab Man? We're not going that far, right?
No, just this Imhotep.
honestly, no. I don't think so.
Well, yeah.
I think he can because he made an old man's heart stop. That took a.
Yeah.
I don't know. That took him a lot of effort to make an old
like
man's
it might
heart-
have been a coincidence.
He can't die, so I think he'd just be dismembered and live a horrible existence, and the hippo would be fine.
Yeah, I think so too. Honestly, like worst case scenario, like the hippo somehow gets mummy powers, like by eating like Imhotep. So yeah.
No, because if that was a true thing, then there'd be so many people with mummy powers.
That's true. That is true. You are completely correct on that. That's what we should have talked about, honestly, is people eating mummies to try to cure their indigestion.
Actually,
I knew a guy who threw a mummy away.
Really?
Allegedly, he was working in a museum and there was a flood, some sort of water burst, and like, oh man, just throw the thing out in the back. And he's like, really? And they're like, yeah, you just got to get rid of it now. So there's some moldy mummies somewhere. I don't remember where he's from.
Honestly, dude, I'm mad.
Yeah, you could have had your chance to swoop one up.
Yep.
Moldy corpse in your living room.
I mean, even if it were like completely trash as a mummy, that's still like a largely intact skeleton.
Yeah, I don't know the legalities of throwing a human body away.
It's so desiccated at that point. There's no way it's going to be biohazardous.
Yeah, well,
It should be fine. And also like it's not. It's been like out in the air as well. It should be fine.
Yeah, and oxidized.
It's not. It'd be one thing if it were like sealed and mostly airtight, and then you should tomb cheese and your your mummy fluids.
Yeah.
Then you might have a problem. But
Oh
no.
man, we could have cashed in on the drink the mummy juice. We'd be set.
honestly, like if I had a water damaged corpse, I'd just spray with a lot of bleach, and dry it out with some heat lamps. It'd be fine. And if it were completely ruined, you unwrap it and you have a human skeleton. It's fine.
I'm looking for. There's an episode of Sawbones where they talk about what people used to do with mummies, and I can't find it.
Well, I know because I did a bunch of reading on this earlier this year, and I know like people just ingest mummy parts.
Yeah.
As like a cure-all for a variety of things, like arthritis and like joint swelling. Well, that is arthritis, I guess. But they also used it to make paint, like mummy red. Was a paint color that people used, along with like aquamarine. They were like the two huge exports from the region from Egypt. Mummy parts and aquamarine. So. Paint a lot of what year was that? Like early turn of the century era paintings have like mummy parts and aquamarine in them.
Huh.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit of Egypt.
The episode where they talk about mummies and sawbones is called Medical Cannibalism. It's a good one.
It's a good title.
Mummies are not a renewable resource.
It's true. Well, I mean, I feel like it should be like trees, you know? You cut one down, you plant two. So, I mean, you know.
Get in the box, Grandma.
Basically, you know, humans, we need more mummy red, so people die, you start mummifying them. All the John Does and stuff. We have surplus of those, right?
Jeez.
I don't know. Is that too morbid? I don't think that's morbid enough, honestly.
Yeah,
it is Halloween.
It is October.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let it slide.
Whoa! Can you imagine? You're like, I'm the Los Angeles sanctioned like mummifier. Where do you work? The like the L.A. Municipal Anubis Temple. It's downtown, across the street from Forest Lawn.
Do you have to wear that big dog hat? I'm like, yeah.
It's a medical implement. Good.
You look like you came out of a Stargate. Like, yeah.
We don't quite have Stargate technology that might actually eliminate a lot of the manual labor we have to do. Probably have a better source of mummified remains for our medical needs, medical and artistic needs. Honestly, that's the kind of thing that you'd see in Shadowrun. It's a viable career path.
All right. Plugumentations?
I want to plug...
No, fuck it. What are some mummies in fiction that you dig?
Well, one of my favorite mummies is from... There's a terrible movie called The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. And I really like this movie because it made me aware that mummies come from all over the world and not just Egypt. And I love what I call incidental mummies, which is just like when you like throw a body somewhere and it becomes a mummy.
Like all them bog mummies?
Essentially, yes. And that's a lot of South and Central Americans would just like they would bury people and then like later dig them up because they knew that if they buried them in these bogs that it would like preserve them, and then you could just like put them in underground tombs on shelves and you just like there's the dead people. In this movie though, the mummy is the like literal like Aztec god Tezcatlipoca, so like not just a person, and then he fights a very bad robot, and it's
okay,
silly and fun. But yeah, I think that or Karis, because like Karis is a better mummy than Imhotep is, so at least in the original series.
I like the one that we came up with in high school.
Yeah, I was hoping this guy.
Oh, I'm interested in this. Tell me.
Imhotep.
Yeah. Oh god, sounds about right.
This is an emo mummy.
Yep.
Never happens.
No.
I kept thinking.
It's October. It's Halloween time.
Kyle's leaving.
Gerard Way's still young. You can get him to play an emo mummy.
If he puts down a goddamn pencil and stops writing comics. I don't know if he's written one in a long time.
I don't think so either.
I think the last one I knew he wrote was one of the Edge of Spider-Verse ones.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Evangelion one.
Yep.
Evangelion Spider-Man.
It's yeah.
Whoa.
I can show you it. It's fun.
Yeah.
The Daredevil in it's real cool. I guess a mummy that I dig, Aqua Teen mummy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Universal. For us.
I love the idea that the curse of the mummy is just that he's really irritating.
Yeah.
It's like not even actually that bad. You just throw him away.
Put them out in the trash.
Someone else's
maybe that's
problem.
what inspired them.
Interesting. Interesting.
Got any mummies, Alan?
The only one I could think of, again, just tangentially, is the Captain Beefheart of what I see. I don't know what he's getting at, but, when I see mommy, I feel like a mummy.
All right.
Bat chain puller.
Plugmendations.
Do you want to go first?
Me? Sure. I'm going to plug Mummy Demastered. I think I might have already did it before, but it's a way forward game. It's a Metroidvania, and it's really fucking good. It's not super related to the Tom Cruise movie. It has the same main villain, but you play as a nameless prodigium employee, agent. You go in to these caves in Iraq, and you just fight a bunch of zombie mummy monsters, and then when you die, you start over at a save point. None of your gear. You have to go back to get your gear and fight your corpse that has all your gear.
So you're just like a new agent fighting the corpse of the dead agent.
Yep.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, that really is the best mechanic.
And it has all of your weapons, so it can shoot your fucking missiles at you when you just have the tiny little gun.
Wow. So it's like a Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But
your stuff
actually
fights back.
kind of more difficult.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And just like all Metroidvanias, when you get your better jumps and stuff, it just gets so much more fun.
Oh, yeah. Movement becomes more satisfying.
Yep. Unplug Mummy Demastered. I think it's $15-$20.
Wow.
If that.
Yeah, I still got to pick it up. Do you know if it's on Switch?
Ooh, I don't.
Because I really want to get a Switch. I might pick one up soon if things
I'm looking for another
kind of rebound
Metroidvania.
for me.
And I still have to pick up Bloodstained, so.
Yeah. And Bloodstained is very good. Although Bloodstained's not a Metroid. Well, the what is it? Curse of the Moon isn't. I don't know. I think Ritual of the Night is, though.
Someone told, I don't remember who it was, but someone who played it told me it's exactly the same as Symphony of the Night.
That's kind of what I'd figured, that they deliberately made Curse of the Moon like a throwback to, it's basically Castlevania 3 with a lot of quality of life improvements. And then the Ritual of the Night is more like Symphony of the Night.
So if people listening have any Metroidvania suggestions, why can't I fucking talk?
Hold your brain out of your nose while you were sleeping.
You're right.
Filled his head with sand, dude. It makes sense.
Any Metroidvania suggestions? I've really enjoyed Guacamelee.
We got to make our Metroidvania.
We do.
WrestleVania. Symphony of the Fight.
Yeah. Paul Bearer's death. Undertaker's Dracula.
I hope they have super reverberated voiceovers.
Oh, fuck yeah, it will.
Let's from this point on, let's just only have distant voices.
I'll put on the twanger.
Good God. Good God.
What is a man? Fuck, I just want to talk about Castlevania now.
Oh, man.
I mean, we can do a
can do
Castlevania
that, yeah.
retrospective. It might be fun to do an episode one day where we look at
Dracula?
cryptids that, just cryptids that appear in Castlevania.
I mean,
Because-
we've covered a couple.
But that's true. But it might be kind of neat to kind of...
Just go through Castlevania's monster list and find the cryptids.
I don't know if we have to do that, but yeah, no, I mean, because I know Mothman is in one of them.
Mothman's in a couple.
There's a bunch of surprising ones. Others that aren't as
Tsuchinoko.
surprising. Yeah, Doulahan, I think, is in a few of them.
Yeah.
And of course, I can respect now with time the stone mask.
Yeah.
Did not understand that then. Now I do. So thank you, Castlevania.
But even then, I think that's a double reference. It's like a what do you call that? Like a reclaimed reference, sort of, because I think the stone mask is also a reference to stone death masks.
Oh yeah.
So I think, like I said, I think it kind of went full circle.
All right, who's got that next plugmentation?
I'm gonna plug a YouTube channel called Deus Deacon Reviews. He's just a British guy that reviews horror movies, and the reviews are pretty fun. I guess he doesn't only review horror, but mostly horror, and they're just pretty fun. I was up way too late last night watching reviews of all of the Prophecy movies with Christopher Walken, and yeah.
See, hold on. What do you mean by that? Because Prophecy is a movie with a big old fucking bear.
No, okay,
Okay.
not Prophecy. The Prophecy.
Okay, because Prophecy is great.
Yeah.
Prophecy's
bear
the
is
one. It's like
fucking gooey and fucking brutal.
And the best death scene I've ever seen.
that's like a
sleeping bag.
radiation
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yep.
like beware of what hell
Yep.
you might ring humans.
It's on Amazon
Yeah.
Prime, so if you want to watch a movie about a big fucking bear fucking shit up.
I am interested.
It's also another one of those weird mid to late 70s things where some classic director of like a Western or something just was out of his mind drunk. It's like, just gotta make the movie.
Nice.
It's like Night of the
The working director.
No, it's a phenomenon.
Last night I ate a bunch of edibles and just watched The Mummy.
Good God. That's got to be quite an experience.
It was nice.
But no, when I say The Prophecy, the one where Christopher Walken plays Gabriel,
Yeah.
it's always Gabriel.
Not Michael, where
John Travolta plays
plays
Gabriel.
Michael.
Yeah, that's right, where he plays Michael.
Wow. What kind of genre is this one?
I actually genuinely enjoy weird angel film as a genre. It's just kind of fun.
There was an ABC Family like original movie or series, like specials or whatever.
Talking about Touched by an Angel?
No.
With Della Reese.
Bryan Cranston plays Satan.
Oh man, that sounds great.
It is. It's all about his son, who is like he's a Nephilim.
Oh god, that's always how it goes.
And there's some like weird, there's some cool fire swords in it. And then like Bryan Cranston shows up. He's like, you're my son, but I'm not any angel. I'm Lucifer.
I'm not just any angel. Wow. And in the first Prophecy movie, Viggo Mortensen plays Lucifer. Like, it's kind of remarkable.
That's awesome.
It's really surprising. There's like an extended scene of him eating someone's heart. It's just like, okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right, Alan.
Yeah. Time has flown by. I recently rewatched all the Journeys to the Outside with Jarvis Cocker. I think that's probably the best documentary series on outsider art houses. I don't like that word, but that's what I'm going to use. But what's funny is doing the research for this thing I did recently, Ancient Aliens has run out of ideas. They decided that this guy, Edward Leeds Scanlon, a 5 tall man who built a whole castle out of coral rocks just smashed with car parts, they're saying it's aliens now. So
Yeah, they have like 15 seasons and they haven't been on for that many years.
yeah, I'm glad that we've gotten to that point.
So wait, hold on. They're alleging that a structure that's like documentably proven to have been built by a person was like built like directly by aliens? Are they saying he was like
They're saying
inspired by aliens?
Assisted. And a friend of mine who lives in Florida, he went there and he said, oh yeah, I know there's a guy who said it was aliens. And then the older guy is like, who here heard it was by aliens? And everyone raised their hands like, well, it's not true. Edward Leeds Scanlon did this with broken car parts in his own hands in depression.
Nice. Nice. Ancient
Man,
friggin'
it's still got
aliens.
some good ratings though. Ancient Aliens got a 7.3 on IMDb.
That's so funny. I mean, like, I gotta
8.2 on
wonder.
TV.com.
I have to wonder though how much of that is like kind of meta. You know, like people watch it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 14, episode 15 is going to air on the 11th.
What year did they begin?
Not
2008.
I was gonna say definitely not 2004, right?
2009.
Wow.
That was close.
So they're just doing that two
That's when the
seasons per
pilot,
season,
like, the
basically.
standalone pilot aired.
Oh,
And then
God.
like 2010 is when they started. So they've had 14 seasons in 9 years.
And not once has Universal made a movie where the mummy is an ancient alien.
Yeah.
I really liked Indiana Jones 4.
I also
yeah.
liked Crystal Skull. You and I have talked about this to death.
Yeah.
Like, there's only one thing in the movie I don't like, and it's
Monkey
not even a
swinging.
big deal. I just don't understand why it's there.
Yeah.
It cuts the action.
Yep.
For no reason. You just like move that somewhere else if you have to have
A
the
lot of
monkey
people
swing.
I've argued are like, well, it's aliens. I'm like, aliens are just as believable as Magic Cup that makes you live forever or Jesus Box.
Yeah. It's not that weird. I mean, I will say that if somebody were to make the argument that like, well, it's kind of off theme, I can kind of agree with that. Kind of.
Then they haven't
but
read
like,
the fucking comic books where he goes to fucking Atlantis and fights fucking like
no, you're right. And
subterranean
they're
Nazis.
Not familiar with the like young Indiana Jones either. That like it's really just people who have seen, granted, the two best Indiana Jones movies, The Raiders and Last Crusade,
Yep.
and they're like, oh yeah, like it's like, you know, fighting Nazis to get like Arthur legend stuff. Okay,
Dude.
so I could see I could see aliens being jarring from that.
This
but
must be a trick. This has to be on
this must
purpose.
be a trick of the night.
The executive producer of Ancient Aliens is Kevin Burns.
Oh, it's not like
Ken
it's not
Burns' brother or cousin.
it's not Bernie Kearns. It's like Bernard Kenneth. You just like reverse it.
Wow. I clicked on him to see if he has any relation. I didn't expect him to, and he does not.
Okay.
But Burns has created and executive produced more than 800 hours of television programming.
Wow.
Oh God.
His work can be seen on A&E, National Geographic, E. That exclamation point looked like an L with a comma.
Okay.
Animal Planet, AMC, Bravo, WeTV, Travel Channel, Lifetime, and the History Channel.
Ooh, bravo.
His first producer credit is I Remember Barbara from 1981.
Wow. Been in the game for a long time.
Fourth thing, Alien Nation, Dark Horizon
The movie.
from 1994.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's something we got to watch. David's been trying to get me to watch those with him for like ever. We got to watch Alien Nation.
Alien Nation, Body and Soul, Alien Nation, Millennium.
Wow. Freaking Sam Francisco. We got to watch it, dude.
I'm going to look at what their most recent episode of Ancient Aliens is.
It's going to be like dogs, hubcaps, the light bulb.
Okay, so episode 156, not their most recent one. Their most recent one is 164, The Alien Mountain.
Okay.
What, like Shasta or something?
Probably.
Brown
But
Mountain,
Alien,
something.
episode 150, where was it? 156, episode 7 of season 14. The Druid Connection.
Finally getting there.
Constellation Code, The Nuclear Agenda. Islands of Fire, The Transdimensionals.
We're really branching out with that one.
Secrets of the Maya. They came from the sea. The Star Gods of Sirius.
All right, finally.
Element 115. Return to Antarctica. Well, I think we're out of
return back to Ass-Face Lake.
So for next episodes and all that jazz, if you have any questions, suggestions for just anything you want to say.
Complaints, hot takes.
Yeah, how do you feel with that bracket? I'm still kind of mad about it.
The Tengu won fair and square.
Yeah, but I'm mad about it.
You don't have to like him. You just have to respect him, you know?
No, I'm mad about it. No, I don't know.
All right, I'm not
The
that.
time has happened.
Time
Yeah,
has
it's been like
passed.
3 weeks
Mistakes
since
were
we
made.
recorded that.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking about it.
Honestly, it's like everything else that we record. It's just a blur in my mind.
This is our first recording since then for 3 weeks.
We had
Two,
a vacation.
because I had to go die in the desert.
I wish I had spent my vacation time more profitably. Honestly,
I still don't have work until fucking Thursday.
I'm super jealous. Wait, day
Go
after
get
tomorrow.
that Takashi Miike then.
Yeah, but I've been back since Sunday night.
Oof.
I've just been chilling.
I'm super jealous. I keep putting myself through all this help with school, and I don't know. I have like no time for anything now.
Our email address is featuredcreaturepod@gmail.com. If you have any questions for us or monsters you like, tell us what you want.
Or rage. How about your rage mail? How do you feel about that bracket?
I have to read that. You don't.
Well, send it to me. I'm Alan. I don't remember. Info haysept rage mail.
Our Twitter is @Feacre, FEACRE. Our Instagram is featured_creatures. And we have a Redbubble store.
Oh, that's right.
Our friend finally got his cup. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I
thought it was a
very
regular
small
sized
cup.
mug, but it's a pretty big mug.
It's huge.
And it looks pretty good too. I have to see it in person though.
well, yeah,
to
yeah, we'll
judge.
judge exactly. You have to experience it.
And our Patreon, for $1, you get a sticker for signing up. If you put your address, you have to put your address. I mean, don't have to, but you have to get your stuff.
You forfeit your stuff if
We
you do that, and
promise-
I get it.
We promise.
Alan doesn't
we
get
won't
anything.
I
dox
get
you.
it all if you forfeit it.
No, we save it for other people who put their address because
No
we don't
way.
have to make more stickers.
I want them all. You take it with you after you die.
He also just a mummy covered in bumper stickers.
Yeah, that's what I want. Just mummy me up
Mummy's
with
ready
all my
for his mystical journey.
all my forfeit.
It's like my other, like right over the fucking chest. My other car is a sarcophagus.
There you go. There you go.
For $1, you get stickers when you sign up, or a sticker when you sign up, and the ability to vote, and bonus episodes. Those bonus episodes are pretty good. We watch an episode of Lost Tapes and talk about it. We're almost done with season 1 of Lost Tapes. We're going to take a break from that and watch another show. We're going to watch Beast Legends.
I want to know how this ends, though.
We will. Beast Legends is only like 5-6 episodes.
I'm interested.
It's the one with the guy I hate.
No,
Yes.
I know. I don't know. I've been craving the Lost Tapes. It's happened. I horseshoed you guys.
It's fun because I'm gonna have to devil's advocate the Beast Legends guy. I'm gonna have to spend so much time defending him.
I mean, this isn't the first time that we've reversed our Tony decision.
I guess that's true.
Tony Dog Shields is not a Tony.
Well, exactly. But we went in.
I know. I went in hating him.
It was like this friggin' nerd.
No, he's a
friggin'
hero.
Nerd. And then he got actually pretty cool.
$5. You get a diploma, which we just printed up a bunch of them, so we have them ready to ship out. We're going to sign them immediately after this. A new sticker new stickers whenever we get it. I don't know when our next one's going to be, but we're working on some ideas. I mean, I have some ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not all up on you.
Okay, good.
And then, said diploma. Oh, Discord server. It's been 3 weeks. I'm a little rusty. You get access to our Discord server where we post, or I post, Maha posts, other people post some.
It's a growing community.
Fun
where
cryptid
we
memes.
interact with each other. I'm almost never there.
You get to
but-
see, there's a post about the Glock Ness monster.
Whoa.
It's cryptids, but they're guns.
Oh my god. I'm very interested in this idea.
Here, let me.
This just sounds fun. I'm looking up Loch Ness Monster right now.
I'm scrolling back because it was pretty funny.
No Google, not Glockenspiel.
Yeah, it's cryptid that shoots you when you find out about it. The Glock Ness monster and Gunfoot. And then one of our patrons, one of the people in our Discord server, put Quetzal Colt 45, which I like that one. Remember, all you need to do to be a cryptozoologist is to say you're a cryptozoologist.
Curse.
Curse.
Action Frank.